This is my Lotus Esprit. I have been trying to restore it for over 7 years, but over the next couple of months, I am actually going to finish it. If you want the backstory, find the rest of the series, but for now, there's lots to do.
What about a catch-up to get us going? I had left the chassis all welded and honed and painted in black, and I'm repressing memories of so much work here, but I got straight into replacing the beat-up rear trailing arms with freshly fabricated ones. I just wanted to be as far from rust as possible. So with the help of some friends, I made them in stainless steel. Yes, you don't think that's a good idea. I'll gladly run into your fist if it all goes wrong, and I'm still alive. Fact is, the project stalled when I peered down the rabbit hole of finite element analysis. I might still get some friends in fancy places to work the numbers, but right now I'm going grey. I've no driving Lotus, your dinner's getting cold, and we both just want the good life. So it's time to look at getting the arms welded and the chassis rolling. So many settings, so many welds. For 2 days I tried, and the welds went from abysmal to man you smell. When nothing seemed to be working, I realised that even if I got the settings right, I need a better welding bench chair combo and lots of practice to get consistency. I even tried the MIG plant with some stainless wire, and that was just as bad. This round of work, in general I mean, everything you see in this video was the most consistent run of roadblocks and failed work I've ever experienced on a car. I'm still trying to accept the amount of time that it's taken to arrive at a letdown. But I know when I'm beat, and on the welding, I got handed my arse. So I've enlisted the help of a coded pro who's going to put these arms together for me, ASAP. But that's hiccup number 1. No worries, I parried to the left and moved on to preparing the rest of the suspension, because I want this chassis rolling in the next fortnight. So the rear dampers turn out to be original spec, maybe even the actual original units. They're made by Armstrong, one of the oldest shock absorber companies it turns out I'd never heard of. I hatched the plan and got pretty excited about it. The dampers still seem to have some resistance in them, and if I could find an original pair for the front too, I could attempt to experience the car as it was. Almost at the very end of a lot of work preparing these rears for reuse, this happened. Evasive maneuvers must protect productivity.
cut the shot of it being easy.
It's time to tell you about how lucky we are. I'm getting help from P&M Parts. They're the people who know about esprits like mine better than most. From the moment I first spoke to Pete down the phone, I was better off. He's the man in charge and has decades upon decades of experience, knowledge and passion for Lotus cars. So, the first consignment of parts from P&M are a swat of Lotus suspension, bushes, ball joints and steering components. Most of what I need to build up a rolling chassis. So the next bit is the start of some modifications to the lower front arms. They originally used opal bushes at their mounting point, bushes that just weren't up to the job on a sports car. Word has it Lotus was still honouring these bushes being replaced with uprated items under warranty well into the late 80s. The new bushes are one piece versus the outgoing two and are housed in a steel tube that needs to be welded into the lower arms. I should have jigged these arms, it didn't dawn on me until I had both of them ground. I won't weld them until I get a few measurements to cross-check what I already believe to be true, which is that the careful grinding job I did do is within spec. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. This project is now an exercise in building a rolling restoration. I can fix or replace anything I get wrong once I have a complete car. That's what's giving me energy now. I'm excited to flip this project on its head and make it move as fast as it possibly can. You've probably noticed the steering arms and uprights look a little shiny for parts that have just been blasted. I've relieved them of casting flash and managed to get a little weight out of them. That's something I'll expand on in behind the scenes patron exclusives, but I'm looking forward to painting them and the rest of the suspension and bolting it all to the chassis next time. Thanks to my collaborators P&M Parts, Extreme Plasma, Artec and Delta Auto Body, and to new patrons Eric Stromblad, Eric Dickerson, Andy Sykes, Tony Williams, Dennis Valensky, Thomas Bouchard, Steve Snyder, Raymond Pope, Philippe Brancourt and Michael Ryan. And to all Soup patrons and viewers, thank you, and stand by for a change in productivity. Episodes will probably be shorter like this one, but much more often. There'll even be a channel first in a Will It Run video. Getting this bad boy running on the stand will be a lot of fun, and that way I'll get some idea for what kind of condition it's in before I just blindly rebuild it. I'm looking forward to that day. Until then, you know it's coming, stay stuck in, and good luck.